titled "The Same Pilot Shot Down by the Same Enemy." The desert sky roared with thunder that wasn't made by clouds. It was June 1942, North Africa. A young British pilot, his hands trembling against the control stick, scanned the blazing horizon. Below him stretched a battlefield of sand and fire. Above him, a lonely blue where death could fall silently from behind. Then there he was, a streaking shape, sunlight catching its wings. The enemy dove fast. The British pilot pulled hard, but the German ace was already there. Cool, precise, lethal. A burst of cannon fire ripped through metal. The cockpit filled with smoke. The world spun. He bailed out, parachute blossoming like a white flower against the furnace sky. He survived, but he never forgot the insignia on the enemy tail. Months passed, wars shift like dunes. The British pilot recovered, trained harder. He convinced himself he was ready to return, not just to fly, but to prove something to himself. Now it was April 1943, almost a year later. Again, North Africa. Again, the desert sun hung over a horizon of burning sand. He had a new plane, a steadier grip, and a fierce determination whispering through his blood. Then fate arrived on wings. Radar picked up a lone enemy fighter. The British pilot turned toward it. His heart raced for reasons he could not name. He saw the enemy plane, a familiar silhouette, the same angled wings, the same markings. He didn't think, he attacked. A furious dance unfolded in the air, two machines twisting across the sky like dueling hawks. Gunfire sparked. Trails of black smoke ripped across the horizon. They spiraled downward until they were almost scraping dunes. Then, his moment. He fired. The enemy plane shuddered, caught flame and plunged. A tiny figure ejected, parachute unfurling into the air. The British pilot watched, silent. Days later, behind Allied lines, the British flyer was told someone wanted to speak with him. When he entered the tent, his breath caught. Across the table sat the German pilot he had shot down. The same man. And as they talked, astonishment dawned. They had unknowingly fought twice. In 1942, the German had downed him. In 1943, he had returned the favour. They laughed in disbelief, not because war was funny, but because fate seemed stranger than fiction. Two enemies, bound by coincidence, both wanting to prove themselves, both surviving the deadliest duels the sky could offer. By war's end, they would write to each other, exchanging stories, not bullets. The desert had introduced them as foes. Life revealed them as mirrors. And somewhere in the burned sky above North Africa, the echoes of their duels still hang, reminding us that the line between enemy and brother is thinner than smoke. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to help the channel grow.